Okay, as you can see, it's starting to go brown. There's a few bits of so-called green sand there. Compare that to what you see in the wilds of North Carolina. But here's the other thing. Here's like a qualitative, a semi-qualitative experiment of how it fixes nitrogen in the atmosphere. That's a very mild or dilute cuprous ammonium sulfate solution being produced, because if you scale it back to, you know, like that, it fixes nitrogen, which then reacts with the copper to produce cuprous ammonium sulfate. It's very dilute, of course, but then again, these are so-called not normal plants, so they don't supposedly they don't need as much nitrogen. But anyway, that's just some basic primary qualitative evidence that this stuff actually fixes nitrogen from the atmosphere. And of course, once you've got the qualitative stage, you go to the quantitative stage. I mean, already Beer's law will tell you it's a certain intensity, you've got a certain amount of ammonia being produced and bound onto the ligands, you know, on there. So you can already, if you're into this reaction, you know the intensity, you probably already know how much ammonia has been fixed from the atmosphere in that bottle, because you know that's a 2.4 litre bottle. So you can already do some basic calculations just on the back of an envelope of how much nitrogen this stuff can actually fix from the atmosphere. So that's where we're going. That's where we're going, fellas. We're getting a firm scientific grounding. You know, so the scientific method is now built on firm foundations that the soil actually naturally, chemically fixes nitrogen from the atmosphere, which then you can start to measure using some basic high school chemistry that everyone knows about, everyone understands. So it's not like you're talking a load of rubbish sort of thing. Everyone says, "Oh, I recognise that sort of colour. It's a very pale form of what they used to produce in high school." You know, okay. Were we expecting bucket loads of nitrogen to be fixed? But what is amazing is not the amount of nitrogen that is fixed, it's how quickly it is fixed, and how continuously or continually, I always get those two words mixed up, it's being fixed. So once the next rains come and this gets washed in, and you'll get to see the silver sand relationship, then we'll plant a Venus flytrap somewhere around here, and probably a cape, and we'll start monitoring it. You know, it's like a qualitative experiment, isn't it? Anyway, over and out, I just thought you'd like to know that, you know, and where we're heading. You know, you might even find you get an effect from the normal plants around. You know, like some of this grass might actually start to go blue. You never know. Okay, over and out.